Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is about social media, why I'm not on it too much, and the good things and the bad things I think about social media. Let's do it. Why am I not on social media too much? Okay, you get videos here and there, and I guess you call YouTube social media in some way, but I'm not on social media too much. And the reason behind that is that social media encourages a lot of bad behavior, and mentally there's been studies on this. Mentally, social media is bad for your health because you try to keep up with other people on social media, but the problem is that people usually only post the good parts of their lives or the bad parts of their lives on social media. So if you have an average day, you don't get an average social media post. No, if you have a good day, if someone's on vacation, you have these amazing pictures of this vacation. If someone's having a bad day, they may post comments about a bad day. So you get the highs and you get the lows, and you think that everybody on social media is either in the high or in the low, they're nowhere in the middle. The thing you don't see is that these people on these amazing vacations and they're bragging about these amazing vacations on social media. You do not see the debt they're into trying to go on that vacation, or the number of years they saved to go on that vacation. You don't see any of that stuff. They're not posting any of that stuff. You only see that at the real highs and the real lows. It's not a true depiction of what is happening in the world. And it also causes a lot of keeping up with the Joneses that happens on social media, which is just sick. And if you think about it, it is really a form of mental illness, keeping up with the Joneses. Why do you want to be the same as another person? We're all individuals. We're all born individuals. We're all individual personalities. You don't have to copy other people. Just because someone has bought a boat does not mean you have to buy a boat. Just because someone has bought a fancy new Tesla does not mean you have to buy a fancy new Tesla. You don't have to copy people. Go your own way. But social media, unfortunately, quite often encourages people for this one-upmanship, or for them to copy other people. There's no point in that. Be your own person. Don't be brainwashed. And the ads on social media brainwash you to a huge degree. Yes, if you haven't noticed the ads on social media, what happens? Well, you search for something on maybe YouTube, maybe Facebook or something, and all of a sudden, give it a couple of hours, maybe even less than that, give 10 minutes, you're going to start getting ads in your feed for that particular service. They're brainwashing you with these ads. Nothing is free. Okay, Facebook and Instagram and all these things, they are not free. Get that out of your head. These things are not free. You're paying for them with your privacy. Okay, Facebook may give you some money for videos and stuff. Well, think about this logically. How is Facebook getting that money? They're not giving you that money for no reason. They're giving you that money because they've made a profit. After they've paid for their developers and their servers and everything else, they've made a profit of billions of dollars probably, and they're giving you a small portion of that profit. Well, how are they making that money? You're not paying for Facebook, you're not paying for the app. What are they doing? They are selling your personal information to advertisers. Do you want that? It's bad enough going to the mailbox these days and pulling out a bunch of car ads. Do you really want that? Do you really want your personal information sold by advertisers? You know, we're always going on about these data breaches and stuff like that and hackers getting to stuff. The biggest hacker out there is social media. They are legally taking your information. They are legally selling your information to other people. And you're blindly letting it happen. And you may argue, okay, you can't go without social media these days. And I tend to agree at some point. It is useful for some forms of communication and that. So be on social media by all means, but don't be glued on it every waking hour of the day. Don't get up and start scrolling and doing everything on social media as soon as you wake up. It's bad for your brain. And the only people that are going to benefit from this whatsoever is Facebook and all the other guys, the big sharks in the sea. Those are the only people that are going to benefit from this. You're not going to benefit one thing from social media. You're probably not going to learn a heck of a lot as well. So you may think I'm completely against social media and I hate it and everything else. Not really, okay? There is use for social media, and it has helped locate loved ones. It has helped people, communicate with each other in emergency. For example, in a hurricane, you can click on a thing and say you're safe and notify your friends and family that you're safe. In circumstances where maybe text messages won't go out or maybe phone calls won't go out, you can get on some kind of data connection and mark yourself as safe. So it's not a perfect communication solution. There is other communication solutions out there which are much better than social media. But yes, it does help you connect with people you've lost touch with. That can be a good thing or a bad thing. And also, it can help you notify family that you're safe, and you can do all the wonderful things that come with technology like video calls and texting and everything else like that you can do through social media. So it's a great tool in that respect if it is used correctly. It's like every other tool. A hammer's a hammer. If you use a hammer to hit yourself over the head, it's not a very good tool. If you use a hammer to build something, it's an excellent tool. And it's the same thing with social media. You have to use the tools correctly. You can use the tools for bad, or you can use the tools for good. And there's a lot of people out there that unfortunately do use social media for bad. Let's talk about those. And yes, we all know the crazies. For some reason, and this is way beyond me, social media does bring out the crazy people. I'm sure you've got a few people on your friends list, or say former friends list, that are now blocked. I'm sure they engage in some form of harassment, and maybe you even ended up in court because of these people, explaining what the heck was going on to a judge. And unfortunately, as many of us know, the legal system generally doesn't keep up with social media too well, and it's very difficult to prove these things in court sometimes. So social media brings out the crazy people. It brings out the narcissists, the borderlines, the people in life that you don't want to deal with, because years ago, before social media existed, these people existed in their own little bubble, and they could not broadcast to the world their bad energy. If they had a beef with you, they had to physically knock on your door and take the beef out. They couldn't start, doing pathetic things on social media like these people do. But now, they've been given a microphone, they've been given a megaphone, they rile all their friends up, all their friends start sending you messages, it's just, they do just evil things on social media to disrupt your life. And it's very difficult for companies like Facebook and Google to actually stop this. Because how do you identify the crazy people and stop them doing crazy stuff to the normal people on social media? You can't really do that, unfortunately. And social media does encourage this bad behavior, because now they've got a stage, and these people think the whole world is watching them on that stage, so they can behave badly or make someone out to be a bad person when that person really isn't a bad person. They can make them out to be a bad person, and the world's watching, and the world's can be judgmental on that, and it's a sucky situation. That is another good reason to stay off social media, or at least keep your account private, because there are crazy people out there who may not like you too much, who may try to blow up your messages and blow you up with messages. And do you really want the stress in your life? Do you really want these crazy people giving you health conditions, a heart attack, all these kind of things? Because this stress that social media causes, or these people on social media cause, will have a physical effect on you. So stop for a second. What is going to make your life better? You have two options: scrolling social media for an hour, or going for a walk. Well, going for a walk is gonna make you a little healthier. It's gonna ease the mind. It's gonna make you think about things a little more. And you might not learn anything too much, but you know what? You're gonna come back in a relaxed, more natural state. We're not meant to be glued to our phone 24/7 scrolling Facebook. If you spend an hour scrolling social media, you may have seen a couple of funny videos, but what's happened to your health during that time? Maybe your health has even deteriorated because you've seen some nasty comments from somebody on there about you. What is the use in social media is a big question. And that's what you need to answer. Is it useful to you? If it's not useful to you, why are you on it? Why are you following the herd? Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Click down there, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you again real soon.